Okay, so I pretty much just rolled out of bed. So I probably look a little bit disheveled. So I apologize for that. And no, I didn't sleep in the hat. But I figured I would just throw that on real quick. Rather than put you through the mess. Needed to cover up the uncontrollable mass that is my hair. So I just real quick pop that on. But anyway, what better time than just first thing in the morning after a night out to mention the return of the Trempes, as they like to call it, last night. It is Sunday, May 4th, 2008, and I did end up getting a call later in the evening last night before I decided really to do anything. I actually figured I might just stay home for the evening, but Chris called me and told me that the kids were going to, well, their kid, Chris and Nicole's kid, Dugan, and Emily's kid, Claire, Adam stayed home to watch Claire so Emily could go hang out with Chris and Nicole, because her and Nicole are like best friends. And then Dana was going to go out too last night. So they called me and go out and have a few brews. So we went to O'Brien's last night. They even have 2-for-1s on Saturdays. That was kind of cool. So anyway, decided to go out there and hang out, and just ended up turning out like old times. Just go out and have fun and BS and laugh, and turned out to be awesome. In fact, Chat was even mentioned. Apparently, they've been Nicole and Emily have seen a few episodes and got some feedback on them. In fact, Chris even told me that Dugan, not quite even one yet. Apparently, he loves Chat. He was very fussy one day, and Chris was watching one of my episodes and picked Dugan up and put him on his lap. Apparently, Dugan loved it. He was reaching for me in the screen, and Chris said, "Oh, you recognize Uncle EO." So thought that was pretty cool that he was recognizing me and liking that. And so yeah, it was it's pretty neat to know that I contributed to helping calm down the little man, and that he did enjoy the show. Of course, who knows? He may get older and realize, hey, Uncle EO's a little weird. But what are you going to do? Em even mentioned she saw Emily, I guess. I shortened it. Sorry, my bad. But Emily mentioned that she saw an edition of Chat. She did admit she really didn't understand what the hell I was talking about when I was doing my Smallville reviews, because she doesn't watch the show. So it was basically gibberish to her. But she saw one of my other episodes, and she said, it's pretty good. My only complaint is it looks like you're just a guy shooting this in your basement. I am shooting in my basement. It's part of the charm. I'm in my room. I'm in my space. As you notice, the walls may be very bare, but that's all right. I'm a guy. I don't need much decoration up. I have the essentials. I've got my TV, which you can't see. Got the bed. Got the alarm clock to wake me up in the morning. Dresser with some clothes. A closet out there. I'm good. And, of course, some of my Superman stuff around. But that's not in the picture, so anyway, we'll just move on past that. But let's see. Where else can I go about last night? Basically, it boiled down to everybody had a good time. Dana and Nicole got up to sing one of their classic Pat Benatar songs, Heartbreaker, which they actually had to switch to Heartbreaker. They were going to do Hit Me With Your Best Shot, but apparently the DJ had already promised somebody else he was going to let them sing that because they really wanted to. So since he had to switch songs for the girls, he bought them a shot. And then they sang Heartbreaker. And went under the guise last night of the Makokos, because apparently Superbad left such an impression on Nicole, whose nickname is Coco, decided that she is McCoco. Kind of like McLovin, for those of you who haven't seen it or have no idea of the reference. So anyway, I signed them up last night as the Makokos. And classic moment that always, something like this can always get interjected in any story. Emily's trying to take pictures of the Makokos on her camera phone, and was upset that somebody was basically standing in the way. And Emily then decided to vocalize the fact that somebody needed to tell that fat bitch to move. Guess which moment at the bar decided to have the sound drown out a little bit? Yes, the girl heard what Emily said, turned around, saw the camera, and backed up. It was classic. But, yeah, you always got to have stories like that when you go out to the bar. It was fun. We had a good laugh. Also, I don't know if any of you have ever noticed this. Probably most of you out there know the song Wild Wild West by Will Smith. I don't know if many people know that the music for that song was taken from Stevie Wonder's song I Wish. Well, that song came on last night. Trempe and I were excited for just a split second because we thought it was, Wild Wild West. Well, it wasn't. It was I Wish. Then Trempe was like, why don't you ever sing that anymore, EO? You used to sing that all the time. It's my favorite Will Smith song. So, Trempe, next time we go out, might have to throw in a little Wild Wild West for you. Personally, I'm more fond of getting jiggy with it, but hey, whatever. You're my bro, I'll do it for you. And apparently Emily was having a wonderful time last night hanging out with all of us. She must have touched her boobs at least 26 times. I don't know. She just started doing it. Randomly just doing this every once in a while. It was very weird and very humorous at the same time. Trempe, of course, had to mention the fact that her small, carny hands, as he likes to describe them, made her cans look huge. So then we laughed because it was funny. And then, see, I told you I'd mention that. You thought I was kidding last night when I said I'm going to mention Emily touching her boobs. No, I'm going to say it. So, well then, we talked it over at the table a little bit. The girls were a little weary about us doing this, but Chris and I decided we needed to go up and sing a song. So we signed up for Huey Lewis, Heart and Soul. And let me tell you, it turned out to be the worst frickin' song ever. Oh my God. The version we picked, the music didn't sound anything like the original song. I mean, I know karaoke is not, professional singing. We're not auditioning for American Idol or anything like that. But a lot of the karaoke songs that I do sing, the music sounds generally close to the song. This particular version didn't. So, because they had like 4 versions of the song in the book, I think, if I remember right. So we just picked one and I wrote it down and we sang it. And not only was the music bad, but apparently I'd had enough to drink that I was informed that I was yelling really more than I was singing. Yeah. Freshman. For those of you that get that reference. Maybe I'll explain that sometime. Anyway, so I don't want to keep boring you with last night. We basically all went out. We had a good time, and it was fun. Don't get to do that too often. Like I said, the Trempes don't get to go out too much because of Dugan. Emily doesn't get to go out too much because of Claire. So it was good to see him last night. It was good to hang out and have a few beers and sit back and laugh. And Emily did bring up another point about EO Chat that I didn't even realize. Apparently my sign-off that I thought was kind of cool. I was like, oh, hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, blah, blah, blah. She said it sounded too much like The Truman Show. Well, okay. I've seen The Truman Show. I wasn't a real big fan of it. I honestly don't remember much from that movie. And, damn, thought I was being original. Well, just goes to show... Definitely got to put a good thought into a good closing tagline. But we discussed it last night, and maybe try this for a while unless something new comes across the brain. I think at this point, since I'm done, I'm just going to tell everybody to take care, and I'm going to say hoo-ha, but I have to actually give a reference to Chris's Uncle Guy. He actually started the hoo-ha at his karaoke business in Chicago. So, Uncle Guy, thank you. And this is EO. Hoo-ha, have a good one. We'll see you next time. EO signing off.